Hi, so the first thing we're going to do is adding polynomials, or just polynomial operations. So first of all, what is a polynomial? So a polynomial is just something with many terms, okay? And it looks like this, okay? Now when we add these polynomials, so I'll just put a plus sign there. When we add them, we need to be able to identify common terms, okay? And what is a common term? It is the same variable with the same exponent. Okay? Same variable, same exponent. So if we look here, 8x cubed, and we look at the entire thing, do we have another term with the same variable and same exponent? And yes, we do. Negative 2x cubed. So 8x cubed minus 2x cubed, we should get 6x cubed. Okay? Now, let's keep on going. Minus 2x squared. Do we have a common term? Same variable, same exponent? Yes, we have an x squared right here. So negative 2x squared plus x squared, you should get minus x squared. Okay? We have the 6x, and then we have our x here, so plus 7x. We have our minus 2 here, and this is what is called a constant term because you know the value of negative 2, but x, you don't know the value of that. So negative 2, do we have another constant term over here? Nope. So we just leave it, so minus 2. And then one term we didn't use is the 3x to the 4th. So we just leave that. So 3x to the 4th. Now if you circle this answer, this isn't wrong, but mathematicians like to write the x's in descending exponent value. So they put the 3x, they put the highest exponent of x first, and then they write it in descending order. And so this is the answer you'll see on an answer key. Okay, let's keep on going. So what do we do when, for the second term, it's being multiplied? So we want to add this plus 2 of these, okay? What do we do? So what we have to do here is we have to take this 2 and we have to distribute it to every term. So what we do is we multiply the 2 to every term. Here, we're not multiplying anything here, so x squared minus 3x plus 1, okay? And then here we distribute, so 2 times 3x squared is 6x squared, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, and we do exactly what we did last time. We have x squared. Do we have a common term? Yes, 6x squared, so we get 7x squared, negative 3x plus 2x minus x, and then plus 1 minus 8 minus 7. And that's our answer. Okay, great. Let's do subtracting polynomials. So what we have to do here is we have to look at this negative sign as a negative 1. So I'll write this down. Look at negative sign as negative 1. Okay? Now that we do that, we do the exact same thing we did here. We distribute the negative 1 into the right term. So negative 1 times this, negative 1 times this, negative 1 times this, and negative 1 times this. Okay? So we have our original stuff, 3x to the 4th minus 4x cubed plus 6x squared minus 1. Distributing the negative 1, minus 2x to the 4th plus 8x squared plus 6x minus 5. And really what a negative does is it flips the sign. So let's go do what we did last time, common terms. 3x to the 4th minus 2x to the 4th, we get x to the 4th, minus 4x cubed, and look at the right side, we have no common term, so we keep that minus 4x cubed plus 6x squared. We have another common term, so plus 6 plus 8 is 14. So we get 14x squared. Okay. Now we have a minus 1 here and a minus 5 here. So minus 6. And then we did not use this 6x term. So we have plus 6x. Okay. Rewrite it in descending order. And also preferably in one color. Plus 6x minus 6. And that's our answer. Okay. Now let's keep on going. What do you do when there is something in front of each term? Well, we distribute it. Okay, and here, when we have a negative 6 in front, we have to distribute everything. So we distribute a minus 6, okay? And then also we have to do here. Okay, 9 times each term, 9y squared, minus 27y, plus 36, minus 6, okay, right, we're distributing the negative 6, plus 6y squared. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump to the answer, okay? Because here and here, here and nowhere else, and then you have your constant terms bunched up here. Okay, now here, this is something that I just added. So this is how the SAT will ask the question, okay? In the equation above, A, B, and C are constants. So what are constants? Well, just think of them as numbers, okay? And why are they called constants if like 2 is called a constant? Well, 2, you know the value of 2. It's always just 2. But if you think of like x, for example, in one problem, x might be 2. But in another problem, it might be 13 or negative 27, right? And so that's why this is called a variable, because it varies. Okay? Okay, and then let's keep on reading. If the equation is true for all values of x, that just means the equation is true. What is the value of b? Okay, so what we basically do, right, is on the right side, it's as simplified as we can. But on the left side, it's not so simplified. And plus, we want to make this into something where it's just something plus something plus something. Okay? So let's go ahead and distribute. 2x times 3x. Remember that x times x is x squared. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then we have x squared, plus 2x times 5 is 10x, plus, let's go ahead and distribute this 3, okay? 3 times 3x is 9x, 3 times 5 is 15, okay? And that is equal to the right side, so I'm just gonna write right-hand side, okay? Now let's combine like terms. So we get 6x squared plus 19x plus 15. Okay, and that is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay? But really what it's saying is if we compare the left side, right? We have 6x squared. On the right side, we have ax squared. Okay? On the left side, we have 19x, and we have bx. So just look at the coefficients in front of the x, right? So in this case, what is a? The number in front of x squared. Our number in front of x squared is 6. So that's how we get a equals 6. B is the number in front of x, whereas 19 is the number in front of x. So therefore, b equals 19. We can also do c. C is the number not in front of any x. And then we also have a 15 here, not in front of any x. So c equals 15. And that was just an exercise. Of course, you want to find b, so b equals 19 is our answer. Okay, so let's go ahead to multiplying polynomials. So when we multiply a polynomial, what we do is first we distribute the 2x just like how we would anything, and then we go a second, we do it again with the 5, okay? And I'll do some color coding. So 2x times all of that. So 2x times x squared, that is 2x cubed because we have 3 x's multiplying together, okay? Minus 2x squared plus 4x. Now then we go ahead with the 5, plus 5x squared minus 5x plus 10, okay? Great. So now we just go ahead and do what we've been doing, add them. So we had 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus x plus 10, and that's our answer. Okay, pretty simple. Pretty simple. Okay. Let's go ahead to more multiplying. So, using FOIL. So I don't really like to explain what foiling is. Technically the acronym means first, outer, inner, oh crap, there's already an I, inner, and last. But this is pretty useless, as we already know what to do when we have to multiply two things in. Okay? We don't really care about this acronym. This is just distributing, but baby terms, right? So let's just go ahead and do it how we did it before. We do the first distribution, and then we do the second distribution. Okay? So x times x is x squared. X times 3 is plus 3x. Now we do distribute the minus 3, the negative 3. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And then negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. At our constant terms, notice how the middles cancel out. So we're just left with x squared minus 9. Let's keep on going. Now x minus 3 squared. What we have to do when we have this entire thing squared, is we look at it as being multiplied together. Okay, and then we do what we've been doing. So this times this times this, plus this times this, and that times that. Okay, so x times x is still x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And then negative 3 times negative 3 is plus 9. Okay? Then our final answer is x squared minus 6x plus 9. Okay, keep on going. X plus 3, x plus 1. So this times this times this. X squared plus x plus 3x. Okay. This should be in red. Okay. Plus 3x plus 3. Okay. So final answer x squared plus 4x plus 3. Okay. Now, this one, we just have to do this times this times this, and then we add that with this times this, and this times this. It's the same thing. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times 4 is plus 8x. 1 times 3x is just plus 3x. And then 1 times 4 is plus 4. Okay? You add them together. 6x squared plus 11x plus 4. Okay, now if you're in honors, this might be a good thing to note, okay? So when you have something like this, okay, and you have 1 in front of, you have a 1 in front of both x's, this will be what it comes out to. So you have x squared, and then you add both of these terms, okay? Add this, and that will be in front of your x, okay? And then the last one will be this multiplied by this, okay? So that's how, if you ask me, that's how I would just get the answer quickly. Okay, 3 plus 1 is 4, and then 3 times 1 is 3. Similarly here, if you ask me to get the first and last term, I would be able to get it instantly, as I know the first term will just be this times this, okay? And then the last term will just be this times this. The inside will be 3 will be, I just multiply the numbers. The middle will be 3 times 1 plus 2 times 8. Okay? So yeah. Using special product formulas. Right. So here, I'll just write it out. If we have a minus b times a plus b, it could also be a plus b times a minus b. It doesn't matter the order. This right here is equal to a squared minus b squared. Okay? So in this case, our a is x. So looking at here, we should get x squared minus, right now, our b is 5. So minus 5 squared, which is 25. And that's our answer. Okay, now let's go ahead and find what is a plus b squared and what is a minus b squared. Okay, so a plus b, let's look at this as a plus b times a plus b again. Okay, let's do this times this times this, and also this times this, and this times this. Okay, a times a is a squared, a times b is plus ab, b times a is plus ab again, and then b times b is plus b squared. Then we get a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, now let's look at the a minus b squared. That's equal to a minus b times a minus b. Do it again. Okay, so this is equal, a times a is a squared again. A times negative b is negative ab. Now negative b times a is negative ab again. And then negative b times negative b is plus b squared. And so here we get a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, and then, yeah, if you're like in honors, most of the time you will need to get this fast. So yes, make sure to internalize that. Okay, now cubing a binomial. So yeah, a binomial is basically just a polynomial but 2 terms, and then cubing. We say cubing because it's raised to the power of 3. What we do is we look at this as it being multiplied by itself 3 times, okay? And then we just do it step by step. We do the left 2 first. So x plus 2 times x plus 2, that's the same as x plus 2 squared. Let's use our formula, okay? This is just a plus b squared. So a plus b squared is equal to a squared, okay? A squared, which is x squared, plus 2ab. 2 times x plus 2 times x times 2, which is just 4x, plus b squared, which is 2 squared, plus 4. We put this in parentheses, and then this is multiplied by x plus 2. Okay. Now we do our distributive property. This times this, this times this, this times this, okay? And then we have to do 2 times this again. So x times all of this will be x cubed plus 4x squared plus 4x, and then you have to add the 2. So plus 2x squared plus 8x plus 8. Add common terms, x cubed plus 6x squared plus 12x plus 8. And that's our answer. Let's do one more example. X minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. Okay, first we do this. X squared minus 2x plus 1. And then we still have to multiply that by x minus 1. X times all of this, we get x cubed minus 2x squared plus x. And negative 1 times all of this, minus x squared plus 2x minus 1. Combine like terms, x cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 1. Okay, now this is leading to an Algebra 2 topic, but forming the difference of two cubes. Okay, so let's just go ahead and distribute this, okay? X times all of this, we should get x cubed plus x squared plus x, and then let's look at this negative 1. Negative 1 times this, and all of this, we should get minus x squared minus x minus 1. Okay, add combined terms, and notice how this term and this term, they cancel. Okay, similarly, this term and this term, they cancel. So we're just left with x cubed minus 1. Okay, and note how this multiplication gave us the difference of two cubes. Okay, now let's do this again. X times all of this, x cubed minus 2x squared plus 4x, and then we do 2 times all of that, so plus 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. Okay, note how the middle terms cancel out again, and we get x cubed plus 8, and here we got the sum of two cubes. Very interesting. Okay, so yes, that will be it for polynomial operations.